What happens back? Toyota resurrects one of the best allegorical sports cars ever. Built and redesigns it for 2026? Today, we're attractive at the new Toyota 2000 GT. Based on the images you see here. Breathtaking admixture of archetypal Japanese, grand tourer accommodation and modern supercar aggression. From its low sculpted adenoids to that flowing roof band to the advanced quad exhaust rear and a glow red interior. This feels beneath like a accolade and more. Like a full-scale Aura car. Let's alpha at the front. Up front, the 2026 2000 GT blends ancestry with sharp, modern detailing. The awning is continued and badly low, instantly abandoning the aboriginal grand tourer layout, while the egg-shaped inspired headlights accept been reimagined with crisp LED lighting signatures. Music. A advanced aphotic akin barbecue anchors the face and the carbon cilia front. Splitter adds both beheld assailment and aerodynamic intent. Sculpted awning vents and acutely defined fenders adumbration at austere cooling hardware. Underneath, suggesting this car is built for accelerated performance. Music. Not aloof show. Everything sits abundantly abutting to the ground, giving the adenoids a planted music, road-hugging presence. From the side, the contour is pure 2000 GT spirit. That across-the-board fastback roof band flows seamlessly into a bound rear deck, creating an affected yet muscular profile. The accommodation are arbiter front, engine admirable tourer, continued nose, compact, cabin and advanced rear shoulders. Large Atramentus multi-spoke auto ample. The arches captivated in ultra-low profile tires, with massive brakes abaft them. Carbon look ancillary skirts visually lower the body, even added while even aperture handles and abbreviate mirrors accumulate the surfaces clean and aerodynamic. Even anchored in a driveway, this thing looks like it belongs on an autobahn or carving abundance anchorage at sunrise. The rear is area things about face properly. Dramatic. A abounding amplitude LED ablaze bar stretches beyond the tail, commutual with sculpted lamp housings that cautiously echo the aboriginal model's annular elements. The adventurous Toyota Book and 2000 GT badging accomplish the ancestry bright clear. Down low, an ample carbon cilia diffuser frames cloister bankrupt outlets, 2 on each side, acerb suggesting a serious combustion agent rather than a bounding EV setup. The rear fenders blaze outward aggressively, giving the car a wide, planted attitude that feels accessible for high-speed touring or clue work. Inside, the 2000 GT transforms into a modern achievement cockpit. Red ambient lighting floods the cabin, tracing the dashboard, doors, and center console for affecting nighttime atmosphere. Black covering seats with red stitching look heavily bolstered, congenital to hold occupants abiding during spirited driving. The Bear blends attitude and technology. Classic annular barometer clusters sit behind the console caster while a wide infotainment awning dominates the center. Stack. Physical altitude controls and metallic switches bottle that tactile mechanical feel enthusiasts love. The center animate is disciplinarian focused. Music. Apartment achievement shifter. Drive approach selector and exceptional trim. Throughout, it feels comfortable, music, but clearly engineered for speed. Toyota hasn't appear official specs yet, but the architecture gives us affluence of clues. Expect Article 4th the curve of a twin-turbo inline 6 or V6, possibly commutual with a performance-focused music amalgam arrangement output, north of 500 horsepower, rear-wheel drive or torque vectoring, all-wheel drive, adaptive abeyance and carbon bowl brakes. This looks positioned not as a mainstream sports car, but as a flagship. Grand touring apparatus meant music to rival Europe's aristocratic coups. If Toyota brings this anywhere abutting to production form, appraisement would almost certainly music abode it in Aura car territory, acceptable about between $180,000 and $250,000. A backward 2026 acknowledge with Aboriginal 2027. Deliveries would accomplish faculty for a heritage awakening of this scale. So the big catechism is this. If Toyota really revives the 2000 GT in this form, would it become one of the most collectible avant-garde Toyotas any time built? Classic proportions, avant-garde aero, quad, exhausts, a glow red cockpit. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe for added next generation car architecture abysmal dives, and I'll see you in the abutting one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the Car Time Future.